Hello, lovelies. Welcome to a little bit of a Marvel vlog. I was able to go to a Marvel exhibit and see some really cool behind the scenes things, movie things, comic things, etc. So I thought I would bring you along and show you some of my clips from the event. I am rocking the Marvel shirt with the Wanda sweatshirt to bring all of the Marvel vibes for this glorious occasion. Gotta say, I love that the first comic cover you see when you walk into the exhibit is Captain America hitting Hitler. I love that for us. Gotta dedicate to Stan Lee, but of course, all of his cameos, as well as some behind the scene pictures, that's his high school picture right there, and some other facts and cool things about him. Each corner kind of had its own little vibe. For example, you can see that this is a Fantastic Four corner. And you know, I had to get in on the photo ops. They had so many amazing costumes that were actually used in the movies. It was so cool to see them, especially since I'm cosplaying these days. Their details are just absolutely breathtaking. And my dad and I kept saying, all of these actors are so tiny. And not to forget the Black Panther photo op. The Spider-Man exhibit was super cool for me because I actually just did a Spider-Man cosplay, coming soon. But there was a lot of different cool behind the scenes comic book parts and things with the movie as well. Not gonna lie, I wanted to take home this Green Goblin mask with me.
Green Goblin mask.
Look at that. So cool.
Oh my gosh, so tiny. I just did a cosplay of Spider-Man.
Say hi to the huge Hulk in the back. Features of the old Hulk TV show, comic references and all. Each little station had a nice little history on the character. Even including Miss She-Hulk, of course. I think I took extra care to stop at some of the ones that I have recently cosplayed because they're more dear to my heart, I think. Having fun with Hulk, of course, but I think my dad's picture is probably better than mine. This was another costume that was super awesome to see in person. The Black Widow, I actually have this cosplay as well, and seeing this in person really makes me want to pull it out and like shoot it immediately. But again, the actors are just so tiny. Another thing I wanted to take home, Hella's headpiece, but of course. I love that piece as well. I've cosplayed it, and so seeing the details up close were just super cool.
It's a little bit bigger than the one that I built.
Nope. I love Loki's helmet, and my dad sent me this picture of me admiring it afterwards that I didn't even know he had taken, but I think it's just the description of a fangirl. Then coming up, we had one of the wow moments, in my opinion. We had Iron Man suits here. There were 3, and it was so cool to see them in person. I wanted to like run off and grab like a Morgan Stark cosplay and come back and take pictures in front of them because they're just so cool. more for Tony's section. And one of my favorite parts. I don't know why I didn't even think about there being a Scarlet Witch section, but there most definitely was, and it included one of my favorite costumes ever. I fell in love with this piece after WandaVision, and I have the cosplay. It's probably one of my favorites, and again, seeing it in person was so unbelievably cool.
Yes. As it changes.
Wanda's little corner did have like the WandaVision vibes with some of the cool lights and effects where the wallpaper was changing. Bucky and Falcon. And then we moved on to the Captain America section that was right next to Bucky and Falcon, of course. My dad and I kept saying that we felt like we were in the movies because it really did feel like the Cap exhibit at the Smithsonian from the films. Kept looking around for Steve.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Up close with the Captain America costume, which was another really cool suit to see in person. Some other cool Marvel characters, this awesome Shang-Chi poster. And I really like this Dazzler comic. Kind of went into some Elektra. And moving on into X-Men. Special props to the animated series and its theme song, especially as recently I cosplay as a rogue. We had Wolverine's claws and Cyclops' visor from X2, and some other cool X-Men comic strips. Miss Marvel, I adored that show, so this was super cute to see. And let me just tell you, seeing the mix of people at this exhibit, full-grown adults having the time of their lives with all of this cool Marvel stuff, and little kids posing with the different things was just absolutely adorable. It was a great mix of people.
Shit happening.
Whoa.
Whoa. Don't fall over the mirror dimension. If I walk into a wall, don't. keyboard with a stand, Peter Quill's Walkman, and Drax's knives.
Those are badass.
So I had a great time at this exhibit. I'm glad that I went. Casually strolling through and reading and looking at everything, taking pictures. We were in the exhibit for about an hour, so there is a lot of things to see, and it was a super fun experience. I, of course, showed some of the highlights, but there was a lot more things you could read and see, and if you're a big Marvel fan, I would definitely recommend it. I believe that this exhibit is going through April 9th, so if you can travel to the Portland area, it would be a super fun one for you. Thanks so much for watching, lovelies. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog of my fangirl experience, and I will see you guys in the next video.